What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Big John Fury. Johnny Nelson, get this. John Fury responds to hater Johnny Nelson saying that Tyson Fury's legs are gone. Now, we do know that Johnny Nelson has came forth with his own prediction about Tyson Fury, stating that his legs are absolutely gone. And John Fury has responded to comments that his son and world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury is on the slice following a below par performance against Francis Ngannou. The former UFC champion was given little to no chance against Fury, but changed that narrative with a knockdown in the third round. He boxed impressively in his pro debut and took the Brit to the distance, but lost a very close split decision. In the aftermath, many has labeled Fury's performance as simply not good enough for the man of his record. One such critic was Johnny Nelson, who told Seconds Out that if the Gypsy King trained as he assured fans he did, his legs have fleeted, right? And he said he was either unprofessional or Tyson Fury has started to slip. His legs are gone. I'm trying to think, have his legs gone and he started to slip and we've now seen it? I am saying to you now, Tyson Fury, if you're saying you train your legs have gone, I'm gonna get screamed at. Everyone's gonna give me so much hammer because I'm saying something that nobody's picked up on. Even if Tyson Fury underestimated him and he thought that he was a walk in the park, then his basics, jabbing, hitting, and moving should have been enough to keep him off. You might be shocked at me saying that, but look at the fight. Okay. Now, John Fury has responded, just reiterating, if you guys didn't know what Johnny Nelson said. And he said, they're full of shh. Forget them. They're haters. Shut up. God almighty. You know what I'm amazed at? How little these so-called boxing experts actually know about their job. Ngannou is built like a tree and the kid can fight. It's not how bad they wanted to look at Tyson. Tyson was okay. It's how good the other kid was. Give Ngannou credit. He brought the action and he's a man mountain. I think Tyson Fury did very well, but the game plan could have been better. A lot of things could have been better, but I know my son, he can get it right next time, can't he? Those are the words of John Fury, and let me counterpunch. Well, I think that John Fury has a little shred of truth in that. I think people do underestimate Francis Ngannou, and I think we do have to take a look at Francis's performance and, what he was able to do with Tyson Fury. Now, I think you both, and equally, you have to look at the fact that how trained was Tyson Fury. That's something that, you will have to look at based on what's supposed to be. But why was it supposed to be what it's supposed to been? Well, it's because John Fury built himself up so high, people, to the point where he had everybody thinking that he was just better than everybody, everything, and anybody that ever boxed ever. That's the problem. It ain't the problem with Big John defending his son. It ain't the problem with Johnny Nelson having an opinion about his legs are gone. And it ain't the thing and the whole issue with Francis Ngannou necessarily that did a lot better than people think he was going to do. Yeah, shout out to him. The problem was, people, that John's son, Tyson Fury, talked so much shit about how good he was. So when this did happen, it makes him look that much worse. So he set himself up for that, people. He set himself up for this okie doke, for this big letdown. That's what happens when you climb so high, supposedly. So when you fall, people are going to see how far you've fallen. Period. That's what's problem. Tyson Fury saying, oh, the game plan. He's supposed to adapt. Game plans don't mean anything to one of the best fighters in the world, now does it? No. Because that means you could always change your game plan based on adjustments that you're able to do when things are not working the way you think they're going to work. Okay, so calling Johnny Nelson a hater, well, you know, what Johnny's saying if he trained like he's supposed to, we've checked that box. That box has been checked. So he's supposed to be able to do more than he did. So if he can't do more than he did, his legs are gone. And then really, Johnny's not talking shit about Tyson Fury, really. What he's doing, he's giving him a legitimate excuse, okay? He's giving him a legitimate excuse on why he didn't perform the way he's supposed to perform, period. That's the problem. He's giving him something that I don't think that he deserves. Me personally, I don't think Tyson Fury's that great like he claims he is. I think the more people he fights, the more people are going to see Tyson Fury is just a regular fighter. You know what I mean? He might be a little above average, maybe. You know what I mean? But then guess what? That's life overall. That's what it is to be a boxer. You can't no longer lie about who you say you can beat, and everybody buys that shit like idiots. People were buying the fact that Tyson Fury could beat these guys because he was so good at talking and selling himself. So if you're good at talking and selling himself, like, man, what the hell I need to fight Boxing Ego for? I'm better than Boxing Ego. Why do I need to fight Blue Blood Sports TV? Why do I need to fight Bruce Vane? Why do I need to fight Ring IQ? Why do I need to fight and challenge all these other challenges because I know I'm better than them? Well, how do you know? Have you went up against them in a debate live? Have you went up against these guys that you claim to be better, or just a lot of people think you're better? So as long as a lot of people think you're better, then you're better. No, absolutely not. Because these guys have their own abilities. These guys have their own viewpoints. These guys have their own attributes, just like fighters. And when you go up against them, we'll see how it gels when you go up against them head to head, face to face. And that's what happened with Tyson Fury. And we're just seeing a little bit of that example right now of what could happen if he did step his ass in there with someone like AJ, the big Dawson, the big bodybuilder. You know what I mean? Or the little midget, the middleweight Usyk. Or the big Dalsa, the juggernaut Joe Joyce. Or Arslanbek Markmadov, the huge KO artist, right, from Russia. You know what I mean? These things will be answered when they get answered, if they get answered. But until they get answered, shut up. Because we don't know. We don't know if Tyson can beat all these guys just because we're fans, or these guys that, oh, I'm a fanboy of Tyson. Yeah, he'll do it. And how dare you challenge him without challenging him? How dare you question him without the challenge? How dare you? That's the problem we're dealing with. Okay, so him calling Johnny Nelson a hater, you know, well, don't call him a hater. He was looking for an excuse for your son. That's all that was. Well, his legs are gone, maybe. You know what I mean? Why? Because based on Tyson Fury and his performances before, he was a lot better. That's what Johnny's saying. He ain't really shitting and hating on his son at all. You know? But nonetheless, you know, John Fury, he's doing his job as well. But he did plant a nice seed about Francis Ngannou. You know what I mean? Hey, give him credit. And see, we will know more about Francis when Francis fights again in the ring. He's proven himself in the UFC. That's not the point anymore. He's getting more money over here. This is boxing, the sport that I love, that I hate so much, because we get paid more over here than in the UFC. We're not with a dictator like Dana White. That, hey, I think you should have this and I think you should have that. None of that. You're going to get what you get over here, and that's how it's going to be. So let's see what Francis Ngannou does in the squared circle. Okay? So if he's able to do that and beat up someone else or give someone else a valiant effort, we know he belongs. And that shit with Tyson Fury wasn't a fluke. And he's really a badass like he says. And people can get off Tyson Fury's case. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Big John Fury responding to Johnny Nelson, stating that Tyson's legs are gone. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace!